Hey guys, back to do a tag video. This is the 15 weird questions tag, and I apologize for my chair. I know I do that a lot, but I'm trying to shift because my foot's falling asleep. Anyway, question 1 is, what's a nickname only your family calls you? And really the only thing that comes to mind, because I don't have like a specific nickname, but it's just, my middle name is Grace, but my family calls me Gracie. That's really the only thing I can think of. Question number 2 is, what's a weird habit of yours? The only thing I can really think of off the top of my head is the fact that, sorry, that was my phone buzzing, is I'm OCD about certain things. This is kind of a weird one now that I'm thinking about it. For example, I have a certain soda that only I can drink, really, because, like, specifically me, because I'm diabetic, it's something that I can have. And if my brother grabs one without my permission, I freaking flip out, because I'm like my grandfather by a long shot in this situation. I will actually count out how many cans I have left until I need to go buy more because of how expensive they are. So, that's kind of a weird one. Question 3 is, do you have any weird phobias? As far as phobias, I don't really necessarily consider it weird, just because I've had quite a few people do it wrong, but I've had a phobia of getting stuck with IVs. Blood draws I've never had an issue with, it's just IVs, because I've had several people do it wrong in the past, and, that's why I have that phobia. Question 4 is, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? The only one I can really think of off the top of my head is any of the Korean music that I listen to, for the sheer fact that my family doesn't like it very much. They always get confused as to, like, why do you get so into that? You can't even understand it, and to be honest, I've translated a lot of them by looking at either translations online or just figuring it out myself, but I really do like the music. It's a lot more upbeat than some of the stuff that's come out here in the States lately. And question 5 is, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? Probably the thing I mentioned in the weird habit, just because I find it extremely rude to me that my brother doesn't even bother to ask if he can have one of those drinks before he grabs it. He'll just grab it. And I'm sitting here going, the least you could have done is ask. Because if you had asked, then I would have known. And I don't mind when you ask. Like my mom, a good example, my mom asked for one last night. I had no issues giving it to her because she asked first. But when my brother grabs one and doesn't ask, it ticks me off. Question 6 is, what's one of your nervous habits? The only thing that comes to mind is, this was in the past too, because I don't really have it so much anymore, is I will just talk. I will not shut up. I just have a tendency to really ramble when I'm nervous. Either that or, like, chew my lip or something. Question 7 is, what side of the bed do you sleep on? I sleep on the left, so the side facing the wall over here. It's just, I don't know why, I just kind of curl up on that side of the bed. I always have, even when I had a twin bed, not a full bed. So, question 8 is, what was your first stuffed animal and its name? Now, I don't think we actually named the little guy, but it was a little white bear holding a pink pillow It was like little. It was like itty bitty. It was pretty tiny. So, but yeah, I don't ever think we gave it a name because I had gotten that bear as a gift when I was born. So I don't think we ever gave it a name. Question 9 is, what's the drink you always order at Starbucks? Now, I'm going to say flat out, I have never had Starbucks coffee for the sheer fact, I feel like I'm quoting Sugar Conroy when I say that, but anyway, for the simple reason that I'm diabetic. They're full of sugar. I cannot have Starbucks coffee. And question 10 is, what's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? I don't really have a specific thing that comes to mind with this, because most of the stuff that I'll give as like tips and stuff I actually do. Like, as you guys know from my skincare routine, I have quite an extensive one, so it's just one of them things I can't really think of off the top of my head. Question 11 is, which way do you face in the shower? If I'm actually washing my hair, my back is towards the water. Any other time, I'm facing the water. So, question 12 is, do you have any weird body skills? When I was younger, I used to be able to put the heel of my foot on the top of my head, but that was about it. That and, like, cross my fingers over one another. Like, over like that, but that was about it. Question 13. What's your favorite comfort food / food that's bad, but you love to eat anyway? Fried chicken. Saying that straight up. Just because that was something I grew up with. I always had it, and I was obsessed. I don't do that so much anymore now that I've gone vegetarian, and it would probably make me sick now. But I definitely wouldn't mind, having it on occasion. Question 14 is, what's a phrase or exclamation you always say? The only thing that comes to mind is what I say at the end of my videos when I say I'll talk to you guys another video another time. But other than that, it's one of them things it varies, because sometimes I'll be into saying something and then it'll switch. So for something that's been continuous, it's usually my outro. Last question is, time to sleep, what are you actually wearing? 9 times out of 10 with me, I'm usually wearing a gown or, a PJ set. Like, it varies. So, but most of the time it's gowns, just because I like the feel of them, I like how they feel on. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this tag video. If there are any others that you know of that you would like me to do, please leave them in the comments so that I can check them out and consider doing them. And I will talk to you guys in another video at another time. Bye, guys.